In a world where political discourse often feels like a dull echo, one moment catapulted the UK into a frenzy. It was a crisp Sunday morning when Jeremy Clarkson, the outspoken former Top Gear host, took to the stage of a popular live TV show. The audience buzzed with anticipation, unaware that they were about to witness a clash that would leave political pundits reeling and viewers glued to their screens. The show opened with Clarkson in his element, cracking jokes and sharing anecdotes that had the audience roaring with laughter. But as the conversation shifted towards politics, the mood began to change. "Let's talk about the Labour leader, Keir Starmer," Clarkson said, leaning forward, his eyes glinting with mischief. "What does he stand for? Because I can't seem to figure it out." Gasps rippled through the crowd. The tension was palpable as viewers sensed that this was not just another light-hearted segment. Clarkson's reputation for controversy preceded him, but this was different. He was aiming for the jugular. As the cameras zoomed in, Clarkson launched into a scathing critique of Starmer's leadership, questioning his ability to connect with everyday people. "He's like a man lost in a church, trying to find God but only discovering the collection plate." The audience erupted, half in laughter and half in shock. Could Starmer withstand this onslaught? Meanwhile, across town, Keir Starmer was preparing for his Sunday service at a local church. Little did he know that his name was being dragged through the mud on national television. As he entered the church, whispers of Clarkson's tirade reached him, sending a wave of unease through the congregation. How would he respond? Would he address it during his speech? Back on set, Clarkson continued his relentless assault. "Starmer claims to be the voice of the people, but can anyone remember the last time he actually inspired anyone?" The host's words hung in the air like an unanswered question, igniting curiosity among viewers. Would Starmer fight back? Or would he remain silent, allowing Clarkson's words to fester? As the segment progressed, Clarkson's jabs grew sharper. "He's got all the charisma of a wet sock. If he were any more boring, he'd put a caffeine addict to sleep." The audience roared with laughter again, but behind the humor lay an undeniable truth: Starmer's leadership was under scrutiny. Just when it seemed like Clarkson had delivered his final blow, he dropped a bombshell: "I challenge Keir Starmer to come on this show and defend himself. Let's see if he can handle the heat." The crowd erupted into applause, but viewers were left wondering, would Starmer accept the challenge? As news of Clarkson's challenge spread like wildfire across social media, Starmer found himself in a precarious position. Should he confront Clarkson directly or ignore him? His advisors urged caution, fearing that engaging with such a provocative figure could backfire. But Starmer was no stranger to pressure. He knew he had to make a decision. Later that evening, as Starmer sat in his office contemplating his next move, a wave of frustration washed over him. He realized that staying silent could be perceived as weakness. With determination burning in his chest, he picked up his phone and sent out a tweet: "I accept your challenge, Jeremy Clarkson. Let's have it out." The internet exploded with reactions. Some praised Starmer for his bravery while others mocked him for stepping into the lion's den. The anticipation grew as both men prepared for their inevitable showdown. Days turned into a countdown as viewers eagerly awaited the live debate. What would happen when these two titans clashed? Would Starmer rise to the occasion, or would Clarkson's charisma overpower him? On the night of the debate, tension filled the air as viewers tuned in from across the nation. As the lights dimmed and cameras focused on the stage, the atmosphere crackled with excitement. Who would emerge victorious in this high-stakes battle of wits? Finally, as both men took their seats, the host introduced them amid roaring applause. The moment had arrived. Who would claim victory? Would Starmer prove his mettle, or would Clarkson leave him in tatters? As they exchanged barbs and ideas, one thing became clear: this was more than just a political debate, it was a defining moment for both men and their futures.